Hi, I'm Bob Vosberg with Supermarket News, and today we're going to be talking about retail dietitians. They seem to be in every store and in every aisle. But operators are still trying to answer some very important questions about their services. To help me answer those are Amanda Fisher, a registered dietitian with the Wakefern ShopRite family of stores in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and also Nick Rose, a nutrition educator with PCC Natural Markets in Seattle.
What titles or degrees or certifications are out there, and what should retailers look for in seeking out a nutrition expert?
Basically, you can have somebody that has a master's degree in science, and that gives you a good background that they've been trained in evidence-based research, and that's something to look for. But I think that if you're going to put a health professional in the grocery store, somebody with a registered dietitian certification is really what you want. And that just means that they've had background in medical nutrition therapy, and they can advise clients on what exactly they can and or should be eating, which is an added benefit. So the registered dietitian certification is something definitely to look for.
I mean, other things you might want to keep in mind are maybe looking for someone who has good public speaking skills, also maybe who's comfortable giving a cooking demo, because those are two skills that will be useful in this field.
Now, a lot of the focus is on full-time staff dietitians such as yourself, but there are other options available. They're part-time, contract, third party. What are some of the alternatives for operators out there that you know of or have heard about?
So we do have the full-time model at ShopRite mostly, but we also have some part-timers at our store too, and we found that that also works. You just don't get as much of a connection with the customer with the part-time model. Consult dietitians is also something that's very popular. If you want to run events, it's a great way to not have to put them on your staff, but you can also run a lot of in-store events. Or if you want to hire somebody to consult for you just to do one-on-one counseling appointments, you can do that as well.
You could also bring in someone part-time. There's a lot of people who maybe they're starting a private practice in dietetics, and maybe they could use another part-time job, and so they might come in for 20 or 24 hours a week.
Now, tell us some of the ways you might work with a buyer or a category manager in learning about new products, and how do you develop relationships with them? You had mentioned something that you had hired a coordinator.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're really lucky now. We have a health and wellness product coordinator, and she's our point person. So if we're somewhere like Expo West and we happen to see a great product that we think we should have in the store, she's who we would go to, and she is actually the one who would speak to our specialty grocery or our specialty frozen category managers.
Our merchandisers at PCC, they frequently just will run new products by me, especially if they're looking for something that they think is going to cater to a certain type of shopper who's maybe gluten-free or interested in raw foods or vegan, just to make sure that this product is kind of in line with the philosophy of maybe a certain diet.
I think it's following what we talked about yesterday. The million-dollar question is what is the ROI on having a dietitian? What's your answer to that question?
So that is the million-dollar question, and everybody wants to know that. We do measure some sales on some items because we do some product sampling. We select some items every month that we believe in. I also have my meal of the week case, which we can measure sales on, and we do see growth. 150%. 75% of our items increase in growth over a previous year. However, at the end of the day, we're really selling health. So there's really no way to measure the return on investment of our customers' overall health.
One thing we do is we just count the number of people who we reach each year, and so we look at the number of people who came in and participated in our in-store events. We look at the number of people that we reach when we go out into the community and teach a class, and then we can also look at the number of people who view our articles and podcasts on our website, and that's actually the largest number of people that we reach. Like I said, in our stores, I probably reach maybe 1,000 people in our stores, maybe 1,500 people I reach in the community. But if we look at the number of people who read our articles, our nutrition articles on our website, that's like 10,000.